Wonderful. I did marry a movement almost 40 years ago. I remember going to my first conference, and it was at a boys' campground. And coming back, they were called International Conference on Human Rights and Against Psychiatric Oppression. So we were pretty militant in those days. Coming back, a neighbor said, I must have been all just aglow, are you getting married? And I realized I did. I was marrying a movement. I was no longer, I just hit it. I was no longer alone. There were people like me who had been through the same thing, had come to the same values, the same principles, and we were going to fight so that people that followed us would not go through the same thing that we went through. At that time, if you were diagnosed with a mental illness, you were considered mentally ill the rest of your life. Chronicity was the best thing that you could, there was no hope. Maybe the best hope was maintenance in a board and care home. The whole concept of recovery, I think, is us. We created that. Yeah. We're not credited with it, but we created it. We weren't at any table. Everything was about us without us. Right. In fact, that's why we were placards outside, because that's what you do when you want to get inside. And now we're at every table. People who gather around those campgrounds, they've gone through the worst kind of abuses of insulin and shock treatment and massive medication and being in seclusion and restraints. It's a whole different environment and landscape. We've achieved so much. I think I can't not use this time to talk about our challenges and threats today, because we have to talk about that. I don't remember in all those 40 years stigma and discrimination being as bad as it is today. Wow. The scapegoating of people with mental health issues for the violence that occurs in this country is rampant. If you just look at any newspaper, any television show, or any blog, and the policies are following it. And you really now, just as we did in that campground, and those campgrounds have a fight on your hands just as much as we did then, against regressive policies of opening up the hospitals again, of expanding forced treatment, of destroying the very organizations that have supported us in terms of rights and recovery programs. This is your challenge. You're the new people sitting at the campground, but you're not, you're sitting in a hotel room. But this is what you've got to fight. Well, I said organized. If you're organized, you have that. So I cannot thank you enough. I am just overwhelmed. I have seen you all get up there. It was difficult not to just start crying. It has been my life, and it will continue to be my life. We do have hope. I mean, I have seeing the achievements we've made in the past just makes me hopeful for the achievements that will occur in the future. And it's not me that will make them, it's all of you and the people that follow them. So thank you.